Hello students, today we are here with our worksheet number 22 from the Directorate of Education, that is from your new unit life processes, and today we learn about what is life process and what type of life processes which we used in our body. Okay, let's move with me. Life process. So student, what is life process? The fundamental life processes shown by the living organism. What are the main life processes, student, which our body show? Nutrition, respiration, excretion, transportation, growth and reproduction. So student, these 6 processes are very necessary for our body. They are known as the fundamental life processes, and without these processes, student, our life can't be existed. So these are known as fundamental life process. So let's move on to our first, nutrition. Before moving on to nutrition, student, I have to show you a trick that is used to learn the life processes very easily. Okay. So student, what is life processes? You can see from here. All the biological processes taking place inside the body of an living organism and essential for our living survival. These are called life processes. So student, what are the life processes? We can get the definition of life processes from here, that all the biological processes taking place in the body of living organism and essential for their survival. How can we learn that what are the different type of life processes? So this is the formula, student, learning the life process, and this formula is known as Mrs. Nug. M for movement, R for respiration, S for stimulus and sensitivity, N for nutrition, E for excretion, R for reproduction, G for growth. So by this formula, by these steps, Mrs. Nug, by this term you easily learn about the different types of life processes, which are the fundamental life processes occur in our body. Okay student, got it? Let's move to worksheet back. First is here our nutrition. So what is nutrition, student? Nutrition, it is the process of taking food and converting it into the energy. What is nutrition here? It is the process of taking in food and converting it into the energy and another vital required nutrients. So student, when we taking in the food and convert the complex food into the simpler part to provide energy to our body that is required for our life, this process is called nutrition. And what are the nutrients? Those substances which provide us nutrition are called nutrients. And why these nutrients are required? For the growth, for development and synthesizing protein in our body, these nutrients are necessary. What are the mode of nutrition, students? The general requirement is common, so there are 2 modes of the nutrition. One is autotrophic nutrition and second one is heterotrophic. Auto means when the organism synthesize its food by themselves with the help of inorganic sources like carbon dioxide and water in the presence of sunlight. What are the example? Green plants, algae and some bacteria. So students, in the type of nutrition, when organism synthesize its food by themselves by the use of inorganic substances like CO2, H2Os and sunlight. And what is heterotrophic nutrition? When the animals use complex compound and broke down to simpler one for the growth of the body, this is known as heterotrophic nutrition. So student, I told you about autotrophic and heterotrophic nutrition. Now let's move with me to study the different parts of heterotrophic nutrition. So student, what is nutrition? Firstly, we define in a simpler way that the mode of food intake. What is nutrition? The mode of food intake, that is called our nutrition. Or second definition, the process of taking the food and utilizing it for energy is called the nutrition. Student, what are the different type of nutrition? I told you in the worksheet that there are two types of nutrition, autotrophic and heterotrophic. Autotrophic means by which the green plants synthesize their own food, and heterotrophic when the animals depend upon the another and they break down the food to simpler one for getting energy. What are the different type of heterotrophic nutrition, student? Heterotrophic nutrition is mainly three types, that is holozoic nutrition, parasitic nutrition, and the last one is our saprophytic nutrition. Holozoic nutrition is other types like herbivores, carnivores, omnivores and scavengers. Okay, let's study these in the detail also, students. What are the different type of nutrition? Holozoic nutrition. First is our holozoic nutrition. So student, what is holozoic nutrition? In this nutrition, animal gulp or swallow the food and digest it. When an animal swallow whole of the food in a once time and digest it, that is called the holozoic nutrition, student. For example, amoeba. And what are the types of holozoic nutrition? There are four types, student. What? Herbivores, which are plant eaters. Secondly, carnivores, which are flesh eaters. And thirdly, omnivores, which eat both plant and flesh. And the last one is our scavengers, who feed on the dead bodies. For example, hyena, ant and kite and vulture. Got it? Now let's move on to the second type, that is our parasitic nutrition. So student, what is parasitic nutrition? In this, one animal is directly depend upon the other for food. The first one is parasite and on which it depends, that is called our host. And there are two type of parasite, students. One is external parasite and second one is internal parasite. What is external parasite, student? Which remain outside the host. For example, leech and bug. And what is internal parasite, students? Which remain inside the host for food. For example, roundworm and ringworm. The last and but not least, the last type is our saprophytic nutrition. Student, what is saprophytic nutrition? In this, animal extract their food from rotten and decomposed substances. So student, this is saprophytic nutrition. In this nutrition, animal extract their food from rotten and decomposed substances. And what is the example of that? Fungus and mushroom. And student, you note that the detritivores, and what are the detritivores? These scavengers are also known as detritivores. Okay, got it? I think by this table you can easily understand the different types of the nutrition. Holozoic nutrition, parasitic nutrition and saprophytic, and their different modes with their examples. Okay, let's move back to our worksheet, students. Now here the process is photosynthesis, but before moving on to the photosynthesis, there one step is given up to you, that the carbohydrates are utilized for providing energy, and those carbohydrates which are not used immediately are stored in the form of starch. Okay, now let's move to the process of photosynthesis. Student, what is photosynthesis? The process by which autotrophs, mean green plants, take the carbon dioxide from the air and the water from the soil and convert it into carbohydrate in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. This process is called as photosynthesis. Okay, this process is called photosynthesis. photosynthesis. This is the definition of photosynthesis, student. And the glucose produced is used in cellular activities, and byproduct is also oxygen, which is used by human being. What is the chemical reaction, student? This is the chemical reaction of photosynthesis. Here carbon dioxide taken from air, water taken from the soil, chlorophyll present in the leaf, and sunlight we took from the sun, that in the presence of chlorophyll and sunlight, when plants use CO2 and H2O and convert the carbon dioxide into carbohydrate and liberate oxygen and water, this process is known as photosynthesis. Okay, students? What are the raw materials of photosynthesis? So, student, there are mainly three raw material given for photosynthesis: carbon dioxide, water, and the last one is our sunlight. What is the function of carbon dioxide? Student, carbon dioxide enters the leaf through the stomata. What are stomata? These are the tiny pores present on the leaf surface. Like our lungs filter the gases, it helps in the gaseous exchange. In the similar way, stomata are the lungs of the plant. They help in the gaseous exchange, making taken carbon dioxide and leaving oxygen. And carbon dioxide also act as the source of formation of glucose. What is glucose? C6H12O6. It means glucose formation is also occur with the help of carbon dioxide. Student, second one is our water. Water is absorbed by the roots, and the source of hydrogen in the formation of glucose is also water. The last one is our sunlight. What is the sunlight use? It is trapped by chlorophyll. What is chlorophyll? It is the green pigment present in the leaf, students. It absorbs the sunlight from the sun and convert it into the its light energy into the chemical energy to carry on the chemical reaction of photosynthesis. So, for the photosynthesis, what is the source of energy, student? The source of energy is sunlight. I can show you a diagram of the photosynthesis by which you can clear about the photosynthesis. Okay, students? Here you can see the plant take the sunlight from the sun, liberate oxygen outside, and taking carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and water from the soil. So this is called the process of photosynthesis, and this is the chemical reaction of photosynthesis. Student, here three steps are taken: that chlorophyll absorb the sunlight, second it convert light energy into chemical energy, and the lastly hydrolysis of water and reduction of the carbon dioxide gives us glucose. Okay, students, let's move back to our worksheet. And we also study about the stomata. What are stomata, students? Do you know that plants also have lungs like us? What are these lungs called? These lungs are called, students, stomata. You have wondered to hear, na? Do you have plants have lungs? Yes, plants also have lungs. What are these lungs? These are called the stomata. And the guard cells regulate the opening of stomata, opening and closing of stomata. So these are the pictures of stomata, students. This is open stomata and this is closed stomata. And here you can see the guard cell which protect the stomatal pore. What is the function and what is stomata, students? Stomata are the lungs of the plant. They are the tiny pores or the openings present on the lower surface of the leaf. So stomata is the tiny pores present on the lower surface of the leaf. And what are the function of stomata, student? It help in the gaseous exchange. Secondly, it also help in the transpiration. What is transpiration? That is the loss of water in the form of vapor. And the last function is that it also maintain the temperature balance in a plant. So these are the functions of stomata. Got it? Now let's move back to our worksheet. Now, what is the site of photosynthesis? Our next topic is where the process of photosynthesis occur. So, student, the process of photosynthesis occur in the chloroplast, that is the green pigment. So, what is the site? The site is chlorophyll. So, chlorophyll is very necessary for the photosynthesis. It not only provide the color, students, it also responsible for trapping the sunlight. The next important topic is our what are the steps of photosynthesis. Here 3 steps are given and I also discussed in the diagram. First, the absorption of light energy. Chlorophyll absorb the light energy and convert into the chemical energy and split the water molecule to the hydrogen and oxygen. And the last one step, our carbon dioxide reduced to form the glucose or carbohydrate. So these are 3 steps. These steps need not take place after the other immediately. These steps, student, they do not occur immediately one after other. They take some time. For example, if we talk about the desert plant, student, desert plant take up the carbon dioxide at night and prepare the intermediate acted upon the energy during the day. So here the processes don't occur simultaneously. Got it? Now let's move about the exercise. Differentiate between autotrophic and heterotrophic nutrition. So student, here is your first answer. Autotrophic and heterotrophic nutrition. Explain the process by which autotrophs make their food and write their biochemical reaction. So that is second answer is the process of photosynthesis. Here is your second answer. You have to write the chemical reaction also. Third one, what are the raw material and how they are useful? So student, raw material is given up to you. This is your third answer. So you have to draw this table. Move to our fourth question, student. What is the site of photosynthesis? Very good. The site of photosynthesis is our chlorophyll. Chlorophyll. So photosynthesis sites is that is chlorophyll. This is your fourth question. Let's move to our fifth question, student. Write the different steps of photosynthesis. Here steps are given up to you. You have to write the 3 steps in the sequence. I think this worksheet is clear up to you. What is life process and how we learn the life process by a simple step. What is photosynthesis? What is stomata? What are the raw material for photosynthesis and how photosynthesis steps occur simultaneously? Students, if you like this worksheet, share among your friend circle and subscribe our channel Learning Light to get the first notification of earliest first worksheet. Thank you.